When you picture the ocean's most powerful creature, you might think of a massive great white shark, a giant blue whale, or a fearsome saltwater crocodile. But there is one animal that stands above them all, a predator that rules every ocean on Earth, with unmatched intelligence, perfect coordination, and unchallenged strength. This is the orca, also known as the killer whale, and they are not just another marine mammal, they are the true undisputed rulers of the world oceans. For millions of years, these black and white giants have dominated every marine ecosystem they enter, from the icy waters of the Arctic and Antarctic to the warm tropical seas of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. No other ocean creature can match their adaptability, their social complexity, or their ability to hunt and thrive in nearly any aquatic environment. Today, we dive deep into the life of the orca, exploring their hidden societies, legendary hunting skills, unique family bonds, and the reasons why they sit at the very top of the marine food chain, with no natural predators to threaten their reign. First, let us clear up a common misunderstanding. Orcas are not whales at all. They are the largest members of the dolphin family, making them close relatives of bottlenose dolphins and pilot whales. This classification explains their extraordinary intelligence, a trait that sets them apart from nearly every other marine animal. An orca's brain is one of the largest and most complex of any mammal on Earth, larger and more developed than a human's, in areas linked to emotion, memory, and social communication. They have a highly evolved neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for problem-solving and learning, which allows them to create unique hunting strategies, pass down knowledge across generations, and form deep emotional connections with their family members. This intelligence is not just a biological detail. It is the foundation of their rule over the oceans. Unlike other predators that rely on brute strength alone, orcas use strategy, teamwork, and learned skills to outsmart every prey they target. Orcas live in tight-knit family groups called pods, and these pods are built around a matriarchal system, meaning the oldest female leads the group. This is a rare social structure in the animal kingdom, and it is one of the keys to their success. The matriarch, often a grandmother or great-grandmother, can live up to 90 years old, and she carries a lifetime of knowledge about where to find food, how to avoid danger, and the best hunting grounds in the ocean. She teaches this wisdom to her daughters, granddaughters, and even great-granddaughters, creating a legacy of survival that spans decades. Male orcas stay with their mothers for their entire lives, rarely leaving the pod to join another group, while female calves grow up to start their own subpods under the guidance of the original matriarch. This lifelong family bond is unlike anything seen in most other marine predators. It creates a unit that works as one with every member, knowing their role in hunting, protecting the young, and caring for the elderly. What makes orcas such effective rulers is their incredible diversity in hunting styles, tailored to the prey available in their habitat. Scientists have identified several distinct ecotypes of orcas around the world, each with its own diet, hunting techniques, and even unique vocal dialects. These ecotypes do not interbreed or interact with one another, making them separate cultural groups within the orca species. In the Pacific Northwest of North America, resident orcas feed almost exclusively on salmon, using gentle coordinated tactics to herd fish into tight groups before picking them off one by one. Their hunting is quiet and precise, a far cry from the aggressive image many people have of killer whales. On the other hand, transient orcas, which live in the same waters, hunt marine mammals, seals, sea lions, dolphins, and even other whales. These orcas are silent hunters, avoiding vocalizations, so they do not alert their prey, and they use lightning-fast ambushes and coordinated attacks to take down animals much larger than themselves. In the frozen Antarctic, another ecotype of orca specializes in hunting seals that rest on floating ice sheets. These orcas have perfected a breathtaking hunting move. They swim in a tight line at full speed toward the ice floe, creating a massive wave that washes the seal into the water, where the rest of the pod waits to catch it. This tactic is not instinctive. It is a learned skill passed down from older orcas to younger ones through observation and practice. Young orcas spend years training with their pod, mimicking the moves of the adults until they can perform the wave hunt perfectly. This level of cultural learning is extremely rare in animals, and it highlights just how advanced orca society truly is. They do not just hunt, they teach, they learn, and they adapt their techniques to changing environments and prey populations. Orcas are also capable of taking down the largest animals in the ocean, including adult blue whales, the biggest creatures to ever exist on Earth. A pod of orcas will work together to tire out a blue whale, taking turns, swimming beside it to prevent it from resting, biting at its fins and tail, to slow it down and forcing it to the surface to stop it from diving deep for safety. This hunt can last for hours, even days, but the orcas never give up. Their stamina, teamwork, and determination make them the only predator on Earth that can successfully hunt a fully grown blue whale. Even great white sharks, often called the ocean's most fearsome predators, flee immediately when orcas enter their territory. There are documented cases of orcas hunting great white sharks, targeting their nutrient-rich livers with precise surgical bites. Sharks have a natural fear of orcas, and entire populations will abandon a feeding ground for months or even years if orcas are spotted nearby. This is the ultimate sign of orca dominance. They do not just defeat other predators, they instill fear in them. Beyond their hunting prowess, orcas have a rich emotional life that further sets them apart as intelligent rulers. They mourn their dead, with pods gathering around a deceased calf or adult matriarch for days, gently nudging the body and staying close, as if paying their respects. They play together, leaping out of the water, slapping their tails on the surface, and chasing one another for pure enjoyment. They have unique vocal calls, or dialects, that are specific to their pod, allowing them to communicate with one another over long distances underwater. These calls are so distinct that scientists can identify which pod an orca belongs to just by listening to its vocalizations. This form of communication is a form of language, a complex system of sounds that conveys messages about food, danger, and social bonding. Humans have been fascinated by orcas for centuries, and for good reason. They are majestic, powerful, and deeply intelligent creatures that command respect from anyone who witnesses them in the wild. For indigenous communities living along the coasts of the Pacific Northwest, orcas are sacred animals, seen as spiritual guardians and symbols of strength and family. These communities have lived alongside orcas for thousands of years, respecting their role as ocean rulers and protecting their habitats. In modern times, orcas have become popular in marine parks, but wild orcas are far more magnificent, living free in their natural pods, ruling the oceans as they have for millions of years. Sadly, wild orca populations face threats from human activity, including pollution, overfishing of their prey, and habitat destruction from shipping and noise pollution. These threats do not make them any less powerful, but they remind us that we have a responsibility to protect the ocean's true rulers and the marine ecosystems they govern. Orcas are not just predators, they are a vital part of the ocean's balance, keeping prey populations in check and ensuring the health of marine food webs. Without orcas, the oceans would be unbalanced, and many species would struggle to survive. As we wrap up our journey into the world of orcas, it is clear why they hold the title of the ocean's true rulers. They have the intelligence to outsmart any prey, the teamwork to take down any giant, the family bonds to ensure their legacy, and the adaptability to thrive in every ocean on Earth. No other marine animal can match their combination of strength, smarts, and social complexity. They are the kings and queens of the sea, a living testament to the power and beauty of nature's most incredible predators. The next time you look out at the ocean, remember that beneath the waves, a kingdom ruled by orcas stretches across the entire planet, a kingdom that has stood for millions of years and will continue to reign for millions more. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.